There's something romantic about just nobody being around and you just having the world, the outside world to yourself. It really is nice. I really am better mentally if I have a chance to ease into it. Like wake up at 3, even though it's earlier, but it helps me. I need that whole hour to kind of adjust. And so by the time I show up at 4, if I have that hour, then I'm ready to go. I am a baker, bread baker. We make so much bread on a daily basis, and there's no single product that only one person is involved in. It's up to every individual to shape their loaf correctly. But really, the product that you're shaping has had, by that point, had so many hands involved in it. It's like, it's a very communal experience. In the end, you come together, it's like you're all forming the same product. And that's, to me, I never feel like you're by yourself. I was talking to Quinn, who's the other owner. I'm like, he's like, oh, that's all Zach. I'm like, oh. He's like, I'm the one who stands in line every Sunday and waits for the 30%. He's like, that's the best loaf. I'm like, you're right, it is. I grew up in a very, very typical first generation type of setup. My parents were born in China. They grew up in Taiwan. The expectations of their kids was to carry on this legacy of success. Like, we came here so that you can succeed. That definition of success is very narrow. I kind of started in finance, which my parents were happy with because that had to do with managing money. I've always wanted to do something creative and then have this opportunity within that company to move into advertising and marketing. But it was still a huge corporation. On the side, I always loved food. Like, I was one of those kids that on Saturdays, I actually turn on PBS and watch cooking shows all morning long. I got married and was fortunate to marry somebody who made a very comfortable living, and I didn't have to do my corporate job anymore, so very quickly decided, like, hey, I want to go to cooking school. It's always like focused on baking. There they are. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, how was your day?
Good.
Good.
We got a lot of homework though.
Yikes. Take a look. Okay, she says, Levi's doing really well this week. He is not missing any assignments. His Woe is Joe was turned in, and I updated the parent portal today. That's good. Let's see. He had a rough draft of his personal narrative due today, and he had most of it done, so I gave him the credit.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't finish.
That was the green worksheet, right? Oh, your personal narrative.
That's the actual story, not the thing that...
My son is high-functioning autistic, but he is autistic, and he's in a mainstream classroom. So that means that he just requires more hand-holding to get through a school day than my neurotypical daughter does. He wasn't able to respond because he didn't know which problem we were discussing.
And that was yesterday.
Okay. So, can you tell me more about that? Like, what happened there?
I was looking at my paper.
But you weren't with the rest of the class on the same problem?
No, I didn't know what problem we were on.
There are literally assignments, big assignments, that have gone unnoticed and not turned in because he just didn't process it. And it's super frustrating. Can we open up your math binder, please, and look at a recent assignment? Oh, you still have this.
Yeah.
You're supposed to give it to Mr. Gang.
Mr. Gang wasn't there after school.
No, you're supposed to do it at some point during school. Do you need this? I couldn't work a normal job. It's like in any other type of job that was a more normal schedule of 9 to 5, I wouldn't be able to do. I just have to stay at home. All right, I am losing my mind here, actually. Levi, help me remember what's going on. That schedule really is crucial to making this happen. It's too crowded, Rube. I'll have you help with dinner or something. There is a magic to it. There's something really stripped down about bread versus any other type of baking. Because you're dealing with a living organism, it's about temperature and time, and you're dealing with flour. What type of flour is it? And then how, as the human developing this bread, do you adjust to those various degrees? And every day it's different. It's a very challenging, frustrating, endlessly growing experience. It is very hard work. I mean, I think Food Network's great and stuff, but there's this image that baking is fun and something that you can do and stay clean and not, but it's a very physical, intense thing and very adrenaline inducing. By the time it comes out of the oven, you look at it and you're like, it's almost like holding your breath, like, how's it gonna turn out today? If you do it right, then you get this really delicious thing that is almost universally loved, So it's pretty cool. I'm honestly always feeling I have to catch up. By the time I go to bed, I'm tired, and that I know is a really productive day, but also in the back of my head, I feel like I know I forgot something.
That's why I don't get the computer.
I'm definitely utilizing every moment of my day. I think when I purposely am scheduling a run that early in the morning when I know nobody's out, it's because I'm trying to address some sort of internal need for solitude. It is very much something that I do because in my life where I feel like I'm spending a lot of my time addressing other people's needs, it's strictly my time, and I am at the point now where I kind of need that on a pretty much daily basis. Guess I'm addicted.